Kelby.
Sunshine today is a pretty difficult job. It's there, it's appearing in Scotland now, and it has appeared in some of the counties of England and Wales, but for most of us it's grey, and the description bright would better apply. But I think that sun will become more obvious in the far northeast of England and over Scotland this afternoon with a few showers, and it will show itself more and more in Wales and the West Country. However, I say bright is more appropriate, bright and also quite damp for many, particularly in the hills, the southern Pennines, the Derbyshire Peaks and the Welsh Hills, where if you're up there, you're covered in fog and it's drizzling persistently. Come down and it's rather better. The winds are the second thing you probably have noticed, particularly for northern Britain, gale force winds for Scotland, but it's the gustiness elsewhere. Now, gusts of 60 miles an hour are not to be unexpected in northern Scotland, but gusts up to 50 will take you unawares for Northern Ireland, particularly northeast England and the southeast of Scotland. For example, if you're at pavement level, it's blowing a fresh breeze at most, and all of a sudden a gust of 3 times that speed comes down. That could knock you over if you're holding an umbrella, for example. That's the sideswipe wind. And you may well have noticed it's an awful lot milder than it started or than it was yesterday. The exception probably Scotland. But even if you're in the cloud and the drizzle, it's 15 or 16 in England and Northern Ireland, and at best it could be 17 or 18 in a bit of sunshine. But the winds continue to be, I think, the main feature of the weather today, tonight, tomorrow, and especially Friday, and always orange, so we don't lose the mild air just yet, which means it won't be a particularly cold night. Briefly, it'll get chilly in Scotland and Northern Ireland this evening, and then we're up to double figures again. And no surprise, it's rather similar weather. I think significant rain tonight in Scotland and leaving the east coast tomorrow morning, and significant rain in Northern Ireland too, but rather less significant through northern England and still drifting through East Anglia. But because it's a little bit further north tomorrow, I've got greater hopes, promises of more sunshine in southern England during tomorrow afternoon, and rather less, I'm afraid, in central Scotland. The wind's still a feature, the wind's still gusty tomorrow, and the temperature's still relatively on the high side at 17 or 18, maybe even a 19. I said winds were probably the most noticeable feature. This is Thursday. On Friday we have the deepest low of the week coming through. From late Thursday until the middle of Friday, gales, severe gales, even storm force winds are likely for Northern Ireland and Scotland. After that, for the weekend, it quietens down. Anna.